But let us see within these 2 weeks what will happen. Time will tell. Whether Finland are shedding crocodile tears or whether they really mean what they said. Some Ekpa did not carry gun when he started. Nnamdi did not carry gun when he started. When they arrest Nnamdi Kanu, some Ekpa come up to wear the shoe of Nnamdi Kanu. Did not carry gun. But it was when the killing get too much, killing the people, that the people have to go on self-defense. Which United Nations Charter permits such. You see? Some Ekpa detention in Finland have passed the boundary. It has become excess. Some Ekpa still staying on questioning in the hand of Finnish government. It's just like person to stay awaiting trial in Nigeria. If you come in Nigeria, if they say you are awaiting trial, you can be there 5 years awaiting trial. I've seen somebody who was in awaiting trial for good 5 years awaiting trial. And if you watch someone Ekpa own, his questioning has become awaiting trial. And if God did not intervene, as he is intervening now, someone may be there until May. Remember that Nigerian government, I think from the amount of defense headquarters, have said that time that someone will breathe the air, fresh air, on May this year, which Finland government came to debunk that time. That is a lie. Now, if you watch it, is it not May that the defense headquarters said, is it not that May that Finland have said to come for someone Ekpa hearing for the first time? Which means if you watch it, directly or indirectly, Finnish government and Nigerian government are working hand to hand, directly or indirectly. Because if Christopher Musa will say May, and the Finnish government confirm it by their judgment on hearing of someone Ekpa on May, which means indirectly or indirectly, they are working hand to hand. And if they are working hand to hand, there must surely be an agreement there. Agreement of economical interest, commerce interest. Now, and if Finland turn around now to try to cut the questioning of someone Ekpa short and say within 2 weeks, how are we sure that within 2 weeks, someone Ekpa will be out? Before this time, they're supposed to grant someone Ekpa bail and start looking into investigation. Not to keep him in isolation and investigating up to this day, starting from November last year. How many months will it took some Finnish government to investigate someone Ekpa? Finish. And why are you investigating someone Ekpa? Someone Ekpa is a citizen. Someone Ekpa serving in all capacity that human being can be serve his nation. And throughout someone Ekpa serving you up to today, you call him for questioning. You haven't seen someone Ekpa committing any crime in Finland or outside Finland. You haven't seen him with any evil gang or terrorist group. You still believe that someone Ekpa is terrorist because Nigeria said, if you yourself have regarded your citizen as a terrorist, if you yourself have one terrorist as your citizen, that's what it means. And now, for Finland to come up and say, or one of the investigating man to come and say, by 2 weeks, there is consider someone Ekpa getting bail or to be free, because they have seen nothing for investigation. You know why? Because of the book, Babangida book he launched, that Igbos commit no crime. If Igbos commit no crime, someone Ekpa did not commit crime. Nnamdi did not commit crime. You understand? Things are trying to unfold. The truth is trying to come out. You understand? And if they grant someone Ekpa bail within 2 weeks now, Nigerian government again will turn around and looking Finland as a betrayer who have betrayed them.
So you feel Finland, after the book, IBB book came out, you feel that they now know the truth that the Igbos are
Yes.
really fighting for the just cause.
For just cause. Anybody that has reasoning, that we read the IBB book, Igbos did not commit any crime. Igbos did not sin in Nigeria. Then you will know, if you are a reasonable person, you know that this current agitation, both Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu are right. They are on the right track. They did not commit any crime. You have to set them free. You understand what I'm saying? But let us see within these 2 weeks what will happen. Time will tell. Whether Finland are shedding crocodile tears or whether they really mean what they said. Let us see. But I will advise Finland to do the needful, to release Simon Ekpa and let him continue the agitation of his people. Because Finland themselves fought against Russia to have their independence. If Finland fought Russia to have their independence, why should the Biafra own become a crime? What Biafra should become a terror to Nigerian government and to Finland government. You understand what I'm saying? Finland should not trash their image into dustbin because of oil and gas, as I heard they are promising them. As I heard. So Finland government should do the needful thing. By releasing Simon Ekpa, allow him to continue in agitation for the freedom, because the United Nations Charter empowers whosoever is agitating for freedom without violence. Simon Ekpa did not carry gun when he started. Nnamdi Kanu did not carry gun when he started. When they arrest Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa come up to wear the shoe of Nnamdi Kanu. Did not carry gun. But it was when the killing get too much, killing the people, that the people have to go on self-defense, which the International Charter permits such.
US Congress not telling Trump Nigeria.
Because of killing. And if you watch since this current administration, the killing now are much in Biafra land, call us southeast, in the name of IPOB, in the name of agitation, agitators of Biafra agitators. Go and see. Burning churches, burning marketplaces, bombing hospitals with fighter jets, using artillery on civilians. Eh? Checkpoint here and there. In a country that is, you say it's a free country, we are together, we all of us are one. And we are irritating the people, killing the people. Eh? Helpsmen carrying gun, patrolling on the street of Biafra, patrolling the land of Biafra, on the road. We can't checkmate, nobody declare them terrorists. But the only people that to speak want to be free. We don't want Fulani Helpsmen to be killing us anymore. That they become terrorists. The rest of it, Finland government, but someone. But I pray that God should fully intervene and touch the heart of Finnish government for them to release someone. And the court to sit, and the court to favor Simon Ekpa and Biafran agitators, Biafran government in exile to favor them in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
But there's a certain Biafran, his name is Stephen Rose. He's popular on social media. He has constantly said, that the Nigerian government have failed, to come and defend, the allegation against Simon Ekpa, even there at the ICC, even in Finland. They've not brought out a concrete evidence, just like what MBTV said. He said why the Finnish government see holding Ekpa is what that the Nigerian government have not brought a concrete of evidence against Ekpa. He said, this is what is delaying them, and at the same time that if they truly go to court in May and Ekpa wins them, that Ekpa may come back and sue Nigeria and sue Finland, and that's why Nigeria have not really brought concrete evidence. Do you believe that this is true, that Nigeria have not really come out, the likes of Bianca and this, and bring evidence to defend themselves?
You see, this is what I said, that Finnish government and Nigerian government will be working directly or indirectly, hand to hand. Since, even though for the first 1 month or third month or second month, the whole Simon Ekpa, Nigerian government have gone to defend their allegation against Simon Ekpa. What the request they made for Simon Ekpa to be arrested, they have not gone to defend it. And these are giving Finland government, if there's not any secret deal between them and Nigeria, these are giving them the opportunity, the stepping stone to let Simon Ekpa go, to trash the allegation off into the dustbin, but they refuse to do. They still holding them Simon Ekpa, so that the rebels, the coup plotters in Biafran government in exile that rebel against the acting prime minister, not to be under acting prime minister, so they can be able to finish their work by disorganizing what Simon Ekpa have built. And they see now that it's not easy to disorganize it. So they may try to release Simon Ekpa to show that they are not interested to hold him. And Nigerian government will still see Finland as a betrayer of agreement. If there's any such agreement, any type of agreement between Nigeria and Finland government, that's what I'm saying. That I pray that Finland should redeem their image, not to lay their hand against Simon Ekpa because of another nation. Simon Ekpa did not commit any crime against Finland people as his nation.
So that is why Finland government is in a tight corner at this moment, because that trial date or trial month for Simon Ekpa's this thing, Finland government has to prove beyond reasonable doubt, and Nigeria government, the reason why they should keep holding him. Some people are concerned about our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, situation or condition. A lot of people have been, asking questions. What is happening? Have we heard anything from our prime minister? What's going on? How is he? Whatever. So many things, Now we've got information from one of the lawyer, senior detective superintendent of Finland National Bureau of Investigation, and BI, Mikko Laakson. He has just released this statement regarding Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's case. And you all know that the Finland government have set date for his trial, which will start on the somewhere May 2025 for his terrorism charges. So this lawyer has come out to give a little bit of information regarding Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. But according to him, he said due to the ongoing investigation, no further details can be disclosed at this moment. The date for bringing up possible charges by the prosecution was set by the district court on the May 2025. Mikko Laakson goes on to say, also reveal that Ekpa and the Finnish authority may request a revaluation of his detention in 2 weeks' time, depending on the progress of the investigation. In a basic situation regarding the remand, the next possible hearing can be held on earlier than 2 weeks from the previous hearing, should the parties in question seek for the matter to be reevaluated by the district court, he explained. So what he's trying to explain here is that it might be possible in the next 2 weeks to hear if Prime Minister will be released pending on the court hearing date, which is May. So in 2 weeks' time, they will review his case to see if Prime Minister can regain his freedom until the date of his hearing court case in Finland. So, but he also said this, that the continued detention of Prime Minister is in breach of his human rights violation, which the Finland government has violated. But due to the ongoing investigation regarding his terrorism charges, accusation, and all that, that is what is making it difficult for them to let Simon Ekpa go. Because in Finland, they don't joke with anything terrorism. It triggers a lot of things. So that is what is making it difficult. But in Simon Ekpa's case, that Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist and that has not committed anything terrorism, so that the Finland government shouldn't have been keeping him or detaining him up to today, pending his court trial date. That is very, very wrong. So they are working on that situation to see if Simon Ekpa in 2 weeks' time, to hear if they can relax his detention, like release him, pending the day or the date of his trial, which is coming up on the May, sometime May date 2025. So we hope and we pray that our Prime Minister will at least in 2 weeks' time, let's see if he can regain his freedom, then wait for the trial of his court case. So this is crazy. And you see, the thing is this. Simon Ekpa, like we keep saying, is a freedom fighter. And the Finland government knows about this. But the problem that we are having here is the continued detention of our Prime Minister. Because when you look at this, it's kind of like the Finland government, not kind of, is Finland government are buying and succumbing to the pressure coming from the Nigerian government. Because they are kind of like holding Prime Minister based on the information, based on the lies that the Nigerian government has been supplying to them, feeding them, giving them wrong information and all that. So Finland is kind of like the middle. And now Finland knows that they have made a mistake. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to show it, because all the evidences that they have got, or they have the Nigerian government have supplied them, they are kind of like seeing it and weighing it, and is confusing them. While some other international communities are supplying them as well the evidences of Nigeria government, Nigerian army committing atrocities in Biafra land southeast. That was the reason why Prime Minister Simon Ekpa started this agitation to protect his people, to protect Biafrans. So Finland, they are kind of like, when you catch a thief holding something, whether to drop it or to let it go or to still hold it. So that's what the Finland government have found themselves in now. So they are kind of like holding on, waiting till the trial date, because that trial, they set for a Prime Minister based on the terrorism charges. Prime Minister will defeat them. And Finland knows that if Prime Minister goes away or kind of like win, which definitely Prime Minister will win them, Finland government might be in trouble, because Prime Minister might sue them and sue the Nigerian government as well. So they are trying everything to gather evidences. That's why they stay holding him. They're trying to gather more evidences. And the evidences they are gathering, or the evidences the Nigerian government are supplying to them, they are weighing it. It's not strong enough, to be honest with you. It's not strong enough to try Simon Ekpa, to jail him, or to do anything. Because Simon Ekpa is exercising his right. And he's a freedom fighter. So you cannot judge someone based on the accusations that you are getting from a state that is well known for their, atrocities, human rights record, and all that kind of thing. You cannot get the evidence from those kind of thing, group or country. So that is why Finland government is in a tight corner at this moment, because that trial date or trial month for Simon Ekpa's this thing, Finland government has to prove beyond reasonable doubt, and Nigeria government, the reason why they should keep holding him and detaining him and trying him for terrorism charges. So we cross our fingers that our prime minister will come out flying.